Welcome to Thank God It's Monday. I'm your host, Eric Twiggs. Joining me is Ted Fells. You also know us as the Digital Dudes. And I want to stop right now and just wish everybody a happy Juneteenth. Hopefully you are enjoying your day. I want to give a shout out to our ancestors who came before us, who paved the way and made it possible. They made just unbelievable sacrifices and endured many things to allow us to do what we're doing now. So happy Juneteenth. So for some people, today's a holiday. So Tuesday is your Monday. Tomorrow's your Monday. But for others, you're working. So today's your Monday. So no matter what, we got your bases covered. All right. So Ted, I want to talk about how to become unstoppable. How do you become unstoppable? So first, if you were to ask me the question, Eric, who are you? My answer,
Eric, who are you?
Yeah, see, my answer would surprise you, right? Because you would think, oh yeah, well, you're a podcaster. I'm not a podcaster. Oh well, yeah, Eric. Well, you're an author. You wrote a book. Nope, not an author. Well, Eric, you're a certified executive coach. That's what your certificate says. Nope, I'm not that either. Here's who I am. Here's my identity. It has everything to do with becoming unstoppable. I am someone who is always learning. I am a learner at my core. And here's why this is important. Here's why you should consider identifying yourself as someone who's always learning as your core identity, because you have no reason to fear failure. Think about it. You have no reason to dread Monday if you're always learning, because no matter what happens, you're going to benefit from it.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, you'll get better, because you'll always be asking, okay, what can I learn from this situation? What's the benefit? How is this going to benefit me in the future? For example, you may be saying, oh, but Eric, you just don't understand. I hate my job. Well, you just learned that you hate your job and you need to search for something better. Or you may dig deeper and ask, okay, well, what is it about the job that I hate? Well, no, actually, I love the work. I just don't like my boss. My boss is toxic. See, but you're always learning, and you can end up in a better situation if you embrace that mindset. So there's no reason to dread Monday. If you benefit no matter what, you become unstoppable. So the key is to identify yourself as someone who's always learning. You can never go wrong. You can always get better. Ted?
How do I follow that? I follow that. I've seen a meme that says, I never lose, I learn.
Yep.
Which I think is totally ties into this, right? So no matter what you do, I mean, you look at all these business owners out here that failed in businesses before they were successful, right? So they learned from each of those scenarios. You learn from other successful individuals. You learn when you hire employees what you can do better to better to be a better manager, better president. What you need to do to be a better employee, better consultant. So yeah, everything is about learning, right? Any information that you can take in, whether it's books or videos or TED Talks or whatever, or hopefully podcasts like a 30-minute hour. I mean, there are always opportunities to learn and get different perspectives. And so if you think about that every day, especially at the beginning of the week, this is a new opportunity for you to learn and to do better. I mean, if you just generate $1 more than you did last week, right? There was a benefit to what you learned from last week. So I totally agree.
Absolutely. You know how you get a box and it says the box is fragile? That means that it's going, whatever is inside of it is going to break or be damaged by adversity. So you have to be the opposite of that. You have to be anti-fragile. Right? You have to benefit from adversity. It's fragile, you have anti-fragile. I challenge you to be anti-fragile. And the way you get there is to identify as someone who's always learning. All right, Ted.
That helps a lot as you go into that tough meeting, dealing with that tough supervisor or colleague. If you look at it as a learning experience, and
what
I think,
can I learn?
yeah, what can you learn from that?
That's your question. What can I learn today? What can I learn from this experience? All right. Speaking of learning, you mentioned this great show I've heard of. It's called the 30-Minute Hour Podcast. It's coming on tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about the secret to creating a remarkable product. Our guest, she went through some adversity and she asked herself the right questions and she benefited from the adversity. And she created a remarkable product. Her name was Mary Harcourt, Harcourt. She's going to be our guest tonight at 6 p.m. on the 30-Minute Hour Podcast. We look forward to seeing you.
Well,
that's all we got for today.
Wait. We hit a milestone.
That's right, we did.
Hour. You just can't just go by without talk. Tell them about the milestone.
Yes, we did 300,000 downloads.
Ooh,
the 30-Minute Hour Podcast, over 300,000 downloads.
Man, 300. Just think about this. This started back in 2019. Over 300,000 people.
That's right.
Have listened to stuff that we've been talking about. And we've learned, right? We've learned every week. If you look at how the shows were early on in 2019 and the things that we're doing today, and we learn with each episode, and we appreciate all 300,000 plus downloads out there. So you didn't have to do it, so we appreciate it.
Ted, thank you for reminding me of that. Absolutely. So we want to thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing the show. And we want to thank you in advance for tuning in.
That's right.
This evening at 6 p.m. Eastern for the 30-Minute Hour Podcast. Anything else I missed, Ted?
No, I think you're good, man.
All right. Well, cool. Have a great one and make sure that you're always learning.
Take care.